Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bearded Respect number 147. Woo!
What is up?
Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday, Friday Junior.
Woo. Jason, you want to welcome these fine people in the chat?
I sure will. First up, I have E-Rock. Hey, E. Listening in the background.
What's up, E?
And we got John Fox. Hey, Foxy.
What's up, Fox?
Hello there.
Ellie. She's in early this time. Hey, Ellie.
What's up, Ellie?
You what?
Hi, Mrs. Bruce City. Hello, Becky.
Hello,
What's up, Becky?
Hello, Becky.
Hey, honey.
Haley Waddell or Waddle. Nice Nice to see
Hello.
you join us tonight. Yeah.
Hi, Haley. Been seeing Haley in other streams as well.
Hey, Bearded Squatch. Hey, Garrett.
What's up, Garrett?
Hey, brother.
How you doing?
Hey, 3D. Good to see you.
3D.
No way.
Amber beat Kevin tonight. Good job, Amber.
What's up, Amber?
Excellent.
Hey, frickin' Frack.
Freaking frack.
Hello.
Hey, Sockeye. Good to see
Hi.
you.
What's up, Sockeye?
Hello.
There's Randy R. Hey, Randy.
What's up, Randy?
Brother T.
Brother T, what's up?
How you doing?
Hello.
Hey, Jacob. Good to see you.
I don't have friends.
What's up, Jacob?
Family.
Babysitter Jess. Hi, Jess.
What's up, Jessica?
Hello, neighbor.
Hey, Bearded Death. Good to see you.
Your death, what's up?
That was a good one. Yeah, I beat you on that.
Hey, Smokey. Good to see you,
Ray.
No way.
And thanks, Kevin. Super
Thanks.
chat.
Mike doesn't get any of this.
Nope.
No.
That's one for me and one for Scott, and none for Michael.
We get keep score every week, or
Hey, Dynamite. Good to see you, buddy.
how you
What's up,
doing?
Dynamite?
Hello.
Hey, Santa Tom.
Santa.
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm in a good mood tonight. I'm usually always in a good mood, but yeah, I'm a little extra chipper tonight.
No glasses.
Yeah, shh. I was waiting to see if anybody else realized it. Uh-oh. Hey, Tara. Good to see you.
Hello, murderer.
What's up, Tara?
How you doing?
Hey, Ken. Good to see you, buddy.
What's up, Ken?
No way.
Doing?
Thank you, Becky.
Thank you. Thumbs up.
Thanks, Shiba dog.
Excellent.
Hey, Aldemir. Good to see you.
Here.
Hey, thanks
Seen
for
you in a
joining
while.
us.
Hello.
Hey, self-care hangout. Good to see you.
Come back.
There he is. Hey, Brad. Good to see you.
Brad.
Trust me, you're not that guy.
Andy. Good to see you.
Andy, thanks for coming in.
Hey, Melissa. Good to see you.
What's up, Melissa?
Hello. Welcome to the show.
No way.
Amber has to approve the super chats now.
Yeah, right.
Ladies, come by. She had to approve the amount.
Yeah. Hey, Sodium Soldier.
What's up?
Good to
How
see
you
you.
doing, Justin?
Hey, brother.
Oh, And I'm caught up, guys.
Wow.
Oh, one more.
Oh,
John and his chicken.
hey, John.
John.
Good to see you.
You what?
So, next week, guys, the big auction. Shit, I counted today 2, and I forget. I think it's up to 38 now confirmed.
Wow. Nice.
Something like that.
Nice.
A couple. Well, one was going to donate, and he had to drop out, and I think we all know why and understand why, and that was unfortunately EDC. Since I think everybody knows he's closing the doors, spend more family time, which I appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, you got to take care of your family.
yep,
Absolutely.
So yeah, but yeah, other than that, I mean, we still got a couple more that haven't reached back yet, and I've reached out a couple times. So, I don't know, but yeah, still 38. That it may wind up being a long show next week. So hopefully we get our timing down good and our format, and hopefully I do get to go to sleep.
Eventually.
Well, hey, Jesse.
What's up, Cervantes?
I'm actually wearing some of your stuff tonight. Nemesis.
So in the chat, who do we got? Tyson or Paul?
I really hope Tyson. I don't,
I got to go with
but
Tyson.
it's hard to tell what they're going to do, but I'm hoping for Tyson.
I would love for Tyson to win, but I think Paul's going to win. Tyson lost his last 2 fights almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting older. His stamina is going to be down, but hopefully he still has the power and can land a couple good ones and just put him down.
He lost his last 2 fights. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that was 20 years ago.
Yeah. Yep. Well,
yeah, fights tomorrow night. It's on Netflix. So if you have Netflix, you can watch it.
Yep.
If you don't have Netflix, you'll have to watch the replay or the highlights on ESPN, I guess.
If Netflix allows them to have it.
All right, so let's bring in our guest. Our guest is Paul. And I got to meet Paul in person a couple months ago, which was awesome. Hey, Paul.
Hello there. How y'all doing?
Doing great. Doing great.
Good,
How are you tonight?
I am good. You have to forgive me. I have very little voice right now, but I'm hanging in.
All right. All right. Hey, what's up, Romy? Thanks for stopping in.
I got to say, your little sound effects as you were introducing people are great. Love those.
Yeah.
And before we get started, I gotta just say that is a beautiful beard.
Oh,
I mean, the
thank you.
density. I mean, it's fabulous. It's fabulous.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, back at you.
Thank you.
All right, let's get into 5 questions.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, 5 questions.
They're
Feel a little nervous now.
All right, so Paul, the first question we asked everyone, the very
Uh-huh.
first question, or the same question as their first question. Tell us about your favorite toy as a child. What was that one toy that you always played with?
I was a model train kid.
Oh,
I did a lot. I had a couple different layouts of different trains, and I'd move around constantly. But yeah, I was always really fascinated with the model trains.
nice. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
playing with
Now-
those too. Yeah.
Now, what I don't remember what they are, but I know there's different scales. So, what scale?
Yeah, there's
did you most?
I think it was the HO is the small thin one, and then
Mhm.
there was the 3-rail one. I don't remember what that's called, but I had both.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You still
No,
you still play with those?
I
No.
don't have anything now. No,
No. Okay. Because some people they don't let go of that one.
I know that's one you can keep growing with, but no, I kind of fell out of
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Don't have
Yeah,
anything left.
My dad got into that. I mean, it's been years ago, but he was still an older
Oh.
guy when he got into it. And yeah, he had a bunch of Lionel stuff, and I think we had two 4x8 sheets of plywood set up, you
Hmm.
know. But yeah, he had a lot of stuff and some stuff that he never even took out of the box, and yeah, he had a pile of money.
It
tied
started
up
with my
into that.
father too. He had a big setup, and I just kind of took over and made it mine.
All right. So, how did you become involved with the beard community? Like, when was that? How did you become involved with it?
Attended my first competition in 2014, and the way I found it is,
10 years.
I had a real short beard at the time, and I was trying to grow it out. So I was, Googling beard care and things like that. How to take care of it, and came across Whisker Wars.
Hmm.
So then I
Mhm.
binged through both seasons of that, and like I need to find one of these competitions. And then luckily there was just one that was like a month later here in Fort Worth where I live. Went to that, and I've been doing it since then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a count? Have you kept
Do I have a count?
count of
It's
competitions
I've
you've been
done
in?
over 60
Wow.
competitions. I know that. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's pretty impressive.
So that's an average of like 6 per year, which I'm sure was
Yeah.
less during COVID years.
Well, during the COVID years, you had the online competition, so I actually bumped up then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
True. What are some highlights from the competitions that you've been in? Like, what are some memorable things that have happened over the years with the beard competitions?
I'd probably have to say just some of the people I've met. This community is an amazing community. It's very accepting, very welcoming to anybody, and just met some really, really amazing people. And then the other part of that would be, I guess, the places I've gone with doing this. I attended the World's competition in Austin,
Okay.
but then I've also been to the Worlds in Germany. I was just up in Vancouver a couple weekends ago, judging a competition there. And you've been to Pennsylvania. So it's, I've been all over a lot of places I wouldn't have normally gone
Mhm.
without doing the competitions.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you going to be in Pennsylvania next year?
Planning on it. Yeah.
Awards?
I haven't booked anything yet, but yeah, we're planning on it.
I live in Pennsylvania. I'm just about 50 miles east of Pittsburgh. So,
Okay. I grew up in Maryland,
Mm.
but live in Texas now.
Okay. So when you did the Vancouver recently as a judge, was that the first time you've judged a competition, or have you done others?
No, I've judged a few before.
Yeah.
This is probably my fourth or fifth time judging.
Okay.
But it's kind of fun. You get to go to the competition without any of the stress.
Right. Yeah.
Now, let me ask you: when you do competitions, do you do different categories, or do you mostly do the?
I kind of went through phases. Like when I first started doing it, I had a much shorter beard, so I was doing groom beard and short beard categories first. Then I went to full beard style mustache and did that for a couple of years, and then from there went into freestyle, and I've been doing that pretty much the last 4 years now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and
Somewhere
that
around
leads to
3-4
my
years.
next question is like how long does it take you to craft your freestyle beard?
Usually about right around 3.5 hours. Usually is kind of the average. Sometimes they're a little shorter, sometimes they're longer. Depends on the humidity, and how cooperative the beard is, and how frustrated I'm getting.
Any specific techniques that you feel comfortable sharing on how you make that your beard?
I used a variety of different tools. Like the last couple competitions I've done these kind of spirals, and I was using about a foot long piece of PVC pipe that I'd wrap the beard around. And I'd say probably the best tool I ever got was a blow dryer stand. It's about 2 feet off the table, and that way the blow dryer is focused on you, and you have both hands to work with.
Oh, okay.
And that was a game changer. Instead of having to do everything one-handed,
Yeah,
both-handed with the blow dryer.
That's interesting.
And they're cheap. They're like $20 on Amazon.
I never heard of a blow dryer stand. Like I didn't.
Yeah, it's just got a round base with a pole and a hook on it, and you just blow dryer in through the hook, and then it's flexible, so you can aim it at wherever you need it to be. But yeah, if you're doing freestyle, that's almost a necessity, I think.
So blow drying is a necessity for freestyle.
Oh well, yeah, you got to do that to get the hairspray to dry.
Okay, for the hairspray.
But the stand is, that was such a game changer when I finally got that.
Yeah, Tara wants to know: do people often ask if your beard is fake? It's so
when I do the freestyle, yeah, I get that a lot with the beard freestyle.
Yeah.
Especially if it's somebody's like first time in a competition, they don't know what they're seeing.
Yeah.
Right.
The other thing I get asked a lot is my color real, or if it's bleached. Like, no, I wouldn't choose gray.
Yeah, and here's a shot of some amazing beard pics, and
yeah, that's the style from Great American there on the left.
Yep, and that's where I
was talking
met
about
you in person there. And that like donut in the center is what impresses me the most, I think.
Yeah,
that was probably that might have been the easiest part of your beard, but like,
it actually was. It was probably the simplest part of doing that whole style.
It's so symmetric and straight, even. Like it's amazing how you did that.
Well, if you see the two front strands that kind of come out in spiral, I pulled two strands from underneath that. One went around one way and the other one overlapped at the other direction. So that gave it the same shape and size all the way across.
Wow. Very cool.
And then you get the full beard style mustache there too that I do.
Yeah, that mustache looks pretty epic too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's long. Definitely.
It's gotten a little shorter over the last couple of years on its own, but not sure what's going on with that. Maybe age.
So when you were doing that freestyle, is it hard to get it that flat?
No, that was the easy part. Actually, I used I have a little mini flat iron that I use to flatten it for that.
Okay.
And then when I wrap it, it stays flat. So it's kind of almost like a ribbon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how did you do in the world competitions in regards to your freestyle?
The first worlds I did in Austin, I was in the Garibaldi category, and I was way outclassed in that. I think I came in 21st place.
Wow.
And then I did worlds in Germany and did freestyle there, and I came in 4th place on that one.
4th place. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, do you remember how many competitors there were for your class in Germany?
I want to say it was around 10 to 12 maybe.
Okay.
10 to 12 maybe, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Because it was a decent size group.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It was fun. It was great just to see the town that they did it in was called Berghausen, Germany. And it was this old, typical old Bavarian town. It was just the coolest place to go to.
Yeah.
cobblestone streets and the old stucco buildings and everything. It was just beautiful. So that
And I
made it
saw
all
that
worthwhile.
they kind of like did a parade, like you did a parade through town.
Yeah, that was the day after the competition. Yeah, we did that. We
Okay.
started at the castle at the top of the hill and came down this long, windy road through the town.
You think they'll do that in Pittsburgh?
They might. I think that it's kind of been a tradition. Well, it has been
Is it?
more of a tradition with the European when they do the Worlds over there. So I don't know if
Yeah.
they'll do that there in Pittsburgh or not.
Yeah. So I was kind of wondering that.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just, everybody kind of gathered by country, and then we traveled together down the path.
So, as you know, next week we're doing a fundraiser for Zero Prostate Cancer, and you have an affiliation with Zero Prostate Cancer. Would you mind telling us like what your involvement with that organization is?
Yeah, I've been they call it a Zero Champion is what they call it, but it's basically a volunteer position with them, where you could just kind of advocate and fundraise and things like that. But I got involved with Zero because I am a prostate cancer survivor. I was diagnosed in 2022, stage 2. And then that was one of the first sources I found when I was looking for information, like treatment options and, what are my chances, how bad are things, how to find out all the details about all the names and the numbers they're throwing at me and what they mean and things like that. And Zero was a really good resource for that information. So then I just started, working on the fundraising end of it from there.
Okay.
Wow.
How did you?
Excuse me.
We have a lot of men in here, and we have women that care about men in here. How did you find out you had prostate cancer? Like, what were?
It was kind of a weird thing. I didn't know. I had no symptoms, no signs, nothing. I was just going in for my annual physical, and I asked my doctor about, PSA tests, prostate cancer, just on a hunch. And he actually didn't want to do the test. He said, it's not really necessary unless you've got a family history of it or, or showing signs and things like that. And I felt a little irritated with that because, at our age, that's when it hits. So I basically insisted on the PSA test and it came back high. So I'm really glad that I did insist on it. And even then I was told by the doctor, that's completely normal for your age, nothing to worry about. We'll just retest it in a few months. So 3 months later, they retested it and it came back higher. They went another 3 months and it came back higher again. And at that point I went to see a urologist.
Oh, wow.
And,
So
it was about 9 months before I actually got the diagnosis after first testing.
Wow.
Then they sent me in for an MRI, which found a small lesion. And then they put me in for biopsy, and that found the cancer in about 2/3 of the gland.
Oh, wow.
So it was even more than what showed up on the MRI.
And during that 9 months, did you have any symptoms during the whole 9 months?
No, I had never had any symptoms. And that's the thing about prostate cancer. They call it the silent killer because there are no symptoms in the early stages. By the time you've got symptoms, you're pretty much down the road with the cancer. It's more advanced. Most guys in their 40s and 50s start getting enlarged prostate where they have trouble urinating and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some of the things that can help direct it that way. But there's no real symptoms of the cancer at that early stages.
Now that was about a year ago. I had a PSA done, and my number was high. And my doctor, he sent me to a urologist. I went to a urologist, and of course they did the physical exam, and he said, "That's probably the smallest prostate I felt all week." and it turned out they did some blood tests, and then they took a urine sample, and here I luckily I just had an infection.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah. High PSA doesn't mean it's cancer. High PSA is kind of like your check engine light, because things like that, and infections, proctitis, even riding a bike can cause your PSA to jump up a little bit. So that's why they waited 3 months to test again to make sure that there is a path, that it's actually continually rising.
Yeah. And I guess since you didn't have any symptoms, like we'll just wait and see.
Right.
As opposed, maybe if you did have symptoms, maybe you would have seen a urologist sooner. I don't know, but
right. And And they, from looking at all the reports and everything, I think we caught it just in time because it was actually, the prostate gland is about the size of a walnut, and it was starting to bulge out of the side of it. And that's what the MRI showed, that it was starting, it was getting a bump on it. And that meant it was about to spread.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So we caught it just in time.
Brad wants to know, how old were you when you were diagnosed?
I was 57.
Okay. And Amber shared a story with her grandfather having prostate issues for a while, but didn't get diagnosed until his Mets to the bone, and
Wow.
had a prostatectomy last year, stage 1. Okay.
Yeah, I was stage 2C is what they call it. So I
Okay.
was just about to go stage 3.
So 9 months, you had the third PSA test. You went to a urologist. They found the lesion. They
And we did the biopsy. In January, and that confirmed everything.
Okay.
And then I did. They basically give you 2 options: it's surgery or radiation. Now, there's some other treatment options that are kind of getting more attention. Like there's cryotherapy. There's I can't think of the name of the word for it, but sound, ultrasound.
Okay,
Treatments. But I went with radiation because of where I was at in my the level of the prostate cancer. What I did was called SBRT. It's a high dose radiation that's very focalized, and it's only 5 treatments, so it only took 2.5 weeks to do.
Okay.
And so far, and then after that, we test my PSA every 3 months and watch it come down, and it's finally gotten down to where a good baseline where they're happy with where I'm at. That they consider me cancer free.
Now, did you get a biopsy after treatment, after radiation?
No, just before. There's no real need for it because they've already confirmed you've got it at that point. The biopsy just tells you what, how bad or how many cancer cells are in a sample, and they rate it from there.
Okay.
They call it a Gleason score, and it's based on the types of cells they see in the samples.
Yeah.
But once you've had treatment, now there's no more, unless you've got a recurrence, like if your PSA starts spiking up again, they may do another biopsy then just to confirm where it is. But is it recommended to have an annual PSA? I would say yes. According to my doctor, no.
Especially in your 40s, 50s, 60s.
But I would say yes. And, like if you're in your mid 40s and up, it's time to start.
Yeah. Especially if there's family history.
Exactly. Because we've got an AC guy that comes out here, and he was diagnosed about a month after I was, and he was only 42.
Yeah.
And it's just done with blood work, so it's not like some big ordeal.
Yeah, it's not the finger thing isn't. Dude, you don't have to fear the finger. They don't do it that much anymore.
And a lot of us are having the blood work done anyway, so
yeah. And it's not an expensive test.
Mm-hmm.
So I would recommend, even if they don't offer it, ask for it.
Yeah, I make sure to have mine done every year.
Yeah, good.
How long was the radiation treatment for? Like, was that like over like a couple months or like a couple weeks?
No, it was about 2.5 weeks. It was just 5 sessions. Yeah, it was two sessions a week, basically.
Was it painful?
Not at all. You don't even know what's happening. It's just noisy. You're laying on a table and this machine just kind of rotates around you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. A lot of times with cancer, you hear about these radiation treatments that are just pretty much killing you.
Well, it's the older, the more focal radiation where they hit just one spot, and they do it like 28, 30 times. Those can tend to burn and do some damage. But with this technique, it's a fairly new technique. They've only been doing it about 10 years, but it's constantly moving, so it rotates, and you don't get the burns that way.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have any kind of physical, things happen from it.
Now, when you have that done, do you need to be, because you've been radiated, do you got to be distanced from your family at any point?
Not for this, not for that type, because it's beam radiation. You're not actually radioactive. If you do one of the radiation techniques I have is the prostate seeds, where they actually embed little like radioactive like about the size of like a grain of rice. They'll embed those in the prostate cancer. Those you have to worry about. Like they recommend you aren't close to children for a few weeks or things like that because those are actually radioactive. But I didn't go that route.
And no chemo. You didn't do any chemo.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Just,
So yeah, no hair loss, no damage like that.
No beard damage.
Not at all. Just had to move it out of the way to get into the machine. Get lined up. So somebody's asking about proton streams. I don't know. I don't know. There's photon and proton, and I don't know which one mine was. But they do have both.
And Brad, it helps with reproduction.
Basically, yeah, it's it produces all your seminal fluids, basically.
Well, let me ask you this then. When you get, I don't even know what they call it, the technical term, but when you get the old snip, what, I mean.
Vasectomy?
Oh, vasectomy?
Yeah, vasectomy. Yeah. Could you just get rid of your prostate then?
No.
If you don't want
I wouldn't recommend it. Wouldn't recommend it unless you absolutely have to do it. No.
Okay.
Because, your sperm is made in the testicles, and that's where the vasectomy is. They're cutting that part off. So your other glands are still working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's just cutting off the sperm from getting into there. So,
yeah.
It's fun stuff.
So in what ways did Zero Prostate help you through this process of once you were diagnosed, you kind of looked into Zero Prostate Cancer organization. What sort of things did they help with for you?
I didn't get in. They have different things. They've got financial support. They've got counseling, treatment planning, things like that. I didn't really use any of those services. I used it more just for the information side.
Mm-hmm.
Find out what my treatment options are. Looking at that. Dr. Google was on all the time here at the house for a couple months.
Right.
So I was constantly looking at stuff to figure out what I wanted to do and how to do it, and learned too much probably.
Yeah. Sometimes it makes you worry even more.
Yeah. Things that'll scare you to hell.
What's up, Chief?
Yeah.
You're here. That's all that matters.
Yeah. My wife worries too much too. I mean, when my numbers were high, she was all worked up and excited, and I was like, "It'll be all right, If it is, we'll handle it,
Yeah. See, I was the opposite. I was freaking out, and everybody around me was telling me to calm down.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's a scary thing when they tell you have cancer.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No matter where you are with it, your mind always goes to the worst place.
Yeah, and my family has had we've had a lot of cancers in my family. Just about almost every member of the family's had a cancer, but we've had no repeats. We all get our own our own individual cancers.
Yeah.
Kind of strange, you would think.
I know. My mother had lung cancer. My father had colon cancer. My brother had kidney cancer. An aunt with stomach. It's just kind of broad variety.
Yeah. So are you the most recent?
Yeah, my mother had.
I'm the most recent. Yeah. I lost my brother about a month ago to kidney cancer.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm probably the most recent diagnosed.
Yeah, I lost my mom in 2019. Started out as lung cancer, and it spread everywhere, and it really didn't take long. And she tried the chemo. She tried it twice, and it made her deathly ill, and she just, and the doctors, they didn't have a good prognosis. All it was doing was delaying the inevitable. So she says, I'm not going through this crap anymore. So she just went on hospice. And yeah, sometimes that's all you can do.
Yeah. I saw Brad asked, did they remove the prostate for biopsy? No, they don't. They don't remove it for the biopsy. They, without being too graphic, they basically harpoon it and take like a core sample. Yeah, multiple, 14 times.
14 times. Wow.
14 different core samples.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like
They,
No,
told me it would hurt. They said they're giving you lidocaine. You should just feel a little pressure. They lied through their teeth. It was probably one of the most painful stuff. I almost passed out.
Yeah.
Now, I'm no doctor, and I know TV shows aren't doctors either, but when they talk about like operating and, not just prostate cancer, other cancers, and trying to remove the cancer, from what I understand, there's always a concern of it not getting it all and it being opened up and it's going to spread. They're not concerned with the little core samples.
Not at that point, no. There's not a real
hole.
history of it spreading from that. Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen other people ask that same question, but there's no real. They haven't shown anywhere that it's a risk, but it's not a high risk, and it's going to happen. And if at that point, if you've got cancer, they're going to treat it anyway. So,
Right.
I opted for the radiation instead of the removal, instead of having surgery, because I saw a lot of cases where people had the removal and they did miss a speck or something, and then they had to go back and do radiation after that to follow it up. And I figured, if I'm going to have to do both, let's just do one. Let's just go straight to the radiation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My sentiment is exactly.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
And Dynamite, to answer your question, I'm drinking Erden Brews, which is a new coffee company out of California. I won some coffee from, and yes, my Bearded Respect cup.
Oh, that's it. URDUN.
Yeah, Erden Brews.
Yeah. Okay.
I was going to ask you about that. I knew the brewer in your name. I wasn't sure if it was beer or coffee.
I like both, but I drink coffee a lot more than beer. So
I'm a coffee snob too.
Oh, nice. Well, I do a coffee show every once in a while on YouTube, so you have to catch it sometime. Back this Saturday, I'll have one.
Yeah,
but kind of spun off of this show. Being that I didn't do Yeah, Ray, that's the company that you sent me. Ray told me about the giveaway, so I entered it. I was the only one that entered it, and I won.
That's nice.
Oh.
So
the odds.
Yeah, I know.
That's kind of one of the things I tell people in competitions, if they only have one or two in the category, no one needs to know that you won.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A win is a win.
You're the one that showed up, so you deserve it.
Yep. No one needs to know you were standing there by yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
I went to nationals and I almost thought about trimming my beard because they only had one guy in that category.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
So Scott and I, our first competition we went to together, and that was at nationals in Casper, Wyoming.
Okay.
And both of our
didn't make that one.
Yeah, you were kind of busy with something else, right? That was 2022.
Yep.
But yeah, both of our categories, there was at least 20 people in our category.
25.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But the 0 to 3 inch, there was only the one guy.
Oh wow.
And I've went to other competitions and there's tons of 0 to 3 guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You never know. You never know what's gonna show up.
It's like some competitions you go to, they'll be like everybody there's a whaler, and then the next competition there's no whalers,
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like there was a lot of whalers at this recent nationals
That's
event.
yeah.
Looked like I don't know.
From what I heard, they kind of formatted the competition differently. Like they brought like all the go-to categories on stage together, and then just went through them.
Yeah.
These three are the 0 to 6. These are the 3 or the 6 to 8.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I was watching a little bit on Twitch when they were
Mhm.
doing it, and I was confused because I saw people
Yeah.
of different lengths on stage, and but it looked like it was a lower turnout than past years. Were you at the Daytona one?
Yeah, I did go to that one.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was there for that one. I actually placed at that one.
I think I came in like 5th or 6th place at that one. I can't remember now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
Detroit. Yeah.
That was a great comp. I love that one. That was a lot of fun.
It was.
The venue was great. It was an old what was it? Oh shit.
Was it
Masons.
Mason Hall?
Yeah. Masons Hall.
Yeah. One of the most surprising things to see was the full barbershop inside the men's bathroom.
Right.
Like barber chairs, like
right.
Legit barbershop inside the men's bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And right outside was that we can get your shoes shined.
Yep. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Brad, this is the podcast.
Yes, you can replay all our episodes anytime.
Yeah.
I gotta start getting them back on Spotify.
Oh, that's right. We do have a Spotify account.
Yes,
we haven't updated that in a couple of years.
Well,
Yeah.
we weren't getting a lot of listens.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
who knows? Yeah, if we're on Spotify, it's just our the audio from our show.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Actually, I think I have the video on there too.
What is it that you're doing with Zero Prostate this month?
They've got their Grow and Give campaign, which is kind of like their version of the Movember thing, where you can either shave and grow for a month, or you can just, in my case, I'm just going to continue growing. But it's just a fundraising event for the month. It helps them out. And so I've got an account set up for that.
Let me see if I can find
Yeah,
put the link.
Yeah, last year for November, I decided to not shave my head for the whole month, since obviously
I'm in the same.
Wow,
I left a lot of marks there, but I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, so I let it grow for a month. There wasn't much there.
During COVID, I tried to grow a mohawk, and it was looked like a porcupine. But yeah, I've been working with Zero. I've done a couple different things. They've had a run walk here in Fort Worth last year, but it ended up getting rained out, so I wasn't able to do that. But I've done the Grow and Give a couple times too. And it's, they're a great organization, and they actually communicate back. They talk to you and they help you out as well, when you're working with them.
Yeah, I'm trying to find like a link to your account.
I've got it on my profile on Facebook there.
Oh, okay. Look there. Okay.
I think I should have it pinned on the top if you can see that.
Okay.
It's like Grow and Give Paul's Beard or something. I think something like that. Yeah, zerocancer.org/GOTO/Paul's Grow and Give.
Hey, Debo.
How you doing?
see if I can find it real quick, and I'll put it in the private chat for you guys.
There we go. I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yep. I just added it to the chat.
Okay.
There's a direct link if anyone wants to donate directly to Paul. Scott also has his own fundraiser on his Facebook page as well. And then, of course, everyone, you're definitely invited next week to donate during our live auction. So,
yes, and for our live auction, you'll just be sending your money through that site. But you'll also be able to donate money if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
I'll also make that available on several posts during this week.
Yeah.
And Ray, yes, there is an IG for Paul. I'll share it here as well.
Yeah. PMK in FTW.
Yep.
And I'm also on TikTok, Paul's Beard. I've done some time lapses of my freestyles I put out there.
Okay. I'll have to look for that. I think I did see a time lapse of the one for Detroit, like the one that for Detroit. I think I did see that one. But yeah, and I just now got what your IG name means, Paul Kennedy Fort
PMK
Worth.
in Fort Worth. Yeah.
I couldn't get that before though, because I'm in Arizona for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm in Texas, Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah.
Been here since '97.
Okay. Any chance you go to the You Matter competition?
I went last year. Don't know if I'm going to be making it this year or not. We haven't really talked about it yet. But yeah, we went last year to it.
I'm thinking about going to that this year.
Yeah, it's a good competition.
Yeah.
I've got a new venue this year, I believe, but it's still really, really good.
Yeah.
Where's the You Matter?
In LaGrange, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yep. But this year it's like 20 miles south of LaGrange, which is even more in the middle of nowhere.
It really is in the middle of nowhere. You actually go through. I've never been through spots where you can't get a cell signal. You go through a lot of those down there.
I've driven down there before. I was in the Army down there at Fort Hood, and then I lived in Austin for a while afterwards.
Yeah, LaGrange is kind of about halfway between Austin and Houston.
Yep.
My beard started turning white when I was 35, and it went almost completely white real quick.
Oh, wow.
In fact, I don't even know how quick it went because I was dyeing it at the time, and then when I finally stopped dyeing it, it was a shock.
Oh. Wow.
I mean, it was like, holy shit, that's white.
What color were you dyeing it?
With dyeing it,
Well, I was a redhead, so I was coloring it red.
Wow.
I did that for a little while, and then I was like, that just wasn't worth the effort.
So you think maybe dyeing it made the process go quicker?
Maybe. I hope not. I miss being a redhead.
Devo, thanks for stopping in tonight.
Thanks.
And Tony T, your freestyle in Detroit was wild. Don't even know how to achieve something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of patience.
Yeah.
A lot of cussing.
You're 84.
Apparently, yeah. And yeah, ZZ Top about LaGrange.
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorites.
Yeah, do you do any Santa appearances?
I do not.
Does anyone call you Santa?
Daily.
Daily.
In fact, I even tie it up when I leave the house between October and December.
Yeah.
Because I get so many Santa comments. But no, I've never done it. I mean, I've dressed up for costume, things like that, but I've never actually done a Santa thing. No. Not really interested in it either. I don't have patience for kids who are their
I'll
parents.
just put a Santa. Yeah. I just put on a Santa hat on Christmas when the grandkids
Yeah.
come over. That's all I do.
Yeah, Jason's a Santa in the making. He's not there yet. Although people in the restaurant think he is. Soon enough,
Yeah,
he'll be.
Pretty close there.
Yeah, it doesn't help that he wears a red shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never wear anything red.
Mhm.
Jason is our naughty Santa.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, anything in the works that you're looking forward to? Anything coming up? Anything you want to promote?
We're debating on our competition here in Fort Worth. It's usually in May, but we haven't finalized a date yet. But that would be the only thing I can think of that's coming up. There's Worlds in the summer, so I'll probably be at that. But
Okay.
nothing, no real big plans right now. No.
So, is it an organization that you're part of?
I'm sorry?
An organization?
Yeah, I'm with the North Texas Beard Alliance here in Fort Worth.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, we usually do it we used to do it in December every year, and then the last few years we've been doing it in May. Revenge of the Beards.
Okay.
But we haven't finalized the date for this year yet. We're looking at maybe the first weekend in May, I think, if it does happen.
Okay.
But no commitments yet.
Yeah, Brad, maybe that's what keeps my beard its colors, all the coffee I drink.
That didn't work for me. Unless I dribble it on me.
Yeah.
You have the beard calendar. The beard
That's a good
calendar.
site. That's a really good source.
Yes.
It is, but it's starting to kind of like people aren't reporting their competitions on it as much anymore.
Yeah. There's two different ones going. There's the beard calendar, and then I can't think of the name of the other one. It's somebody out of Detroit's doing it.
Oh.
But I can't remember. It's the same type of format as the beard calendar.
Hey, Don. There's Don. We were just talking about You Matter, Don.
Hey.
I think Don's going down there. He's from the
he usually comes down for that.
Yeah. Don, I'm thinking of going. We should talk. Yeah, anyone else in the chat have questions for Paul?
Yeah.
Great source of information, not only about Zero Prostate Cancer Organization, but also for prostate cancer itself.
Yeah, what you go through. I've been pretty open with everything.
And how to shape your beard into weird shapes. Yeah. Do you ever get help with it? Like, do you need like a third or fourth hand to
Not you. If anything, I need somebody to tell me, like, is this even with that? Like, is the symmetry right, or does this balance look good? That kind of stuff I'll ask for help with, but for the most part, now I just do it. Usually, I'm better off left alone.
Dynamite, it says, is it Whisker Battles? Is that the?
It
website?
might be. It might be.
I didn't know of a second calendar.
No.
But it seems like there's less reports on the beard. Like, it's not as good as it was like a year ago. Whatever reason. But the how bad does your neck hurt during competitions?
That's the worst part, because you can't turn your head. So usually by the people are like, are you gonna wear that out somewhere? I'm like, no, I'm going straight to the shower from here. I can't wait to get this out.
Yeah, because
by the end of the day, it kind of starts to hurt.
That's a long day, because not only is it 3 hours of preparing for it, and then you got like 8 hours of competition.
Yeah, and then not being able to turn your head and not really being able to move your face a whole lot.
Right.
I was doing a competition down in Central Texas, and I would do my style and then drive 2 hours down there and back. And that was that was not fun.
No.
I don't have a tutorial, but I've done the time lapses on, like I said, on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's just high speed versions of it. But I'm always, I'll answer any question asked about it. So, reach out.
I'm gonna check out those Whisker Battles.
Yeah, there's a bunch in there I've never heard of before.
Yeah, I gotta add this to my phone or my homepage now.
Brad was asking if you do a
Whisker
YouTube
Battles is it. That's it.
tutorial.
What's that?
He already answered that. So.
Oh, did he? I must have missed that while I was looking at
No, that's when he said he just has the TikTok. Yeah.
The time lapses. I see one asking if I eat while I'm styled. No, I don't. It's hard.
Wow.
So usually I don't usually eat at a competition.
Yeah, it's
For that reason, just because you can't really move your face as well, and there's a risk of spilling something on it. And
I always
Yeah.
every time
so
I
it's
eat, I
just-
always end up with something stuck in my beard.
if anything is, I'll have a granola bar or something along that lines, but usually just drinks, and and even then with a straw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with
Especially depending on how complicated the style is. Like if it's straight out in front of my face, it's hard to get anything in there.
Right.
The
Yeah.
worst part is getting an itch, and I'm like having to take like little sticks and do this kind of thing.
Yeah, not to mess it up.
Yeah.
And
So-
that's why a lot of the freestyle guys normally end up going first, just for those reasons.
Yeah, we like that. Then after that point you can hug again.
So
Something's going on, guys.
you're kind of lagging a little, Jason.
Getting a little fuzzy. Johnny?
So, Paul, if you ever feel like you need a challenge in the freestyle,
I thought something was going on because I'm highlighting comments and they're not coming up.
The question was prefer styled or natural. I'm not sure what you mean there. You mean just as in categories or?
Yeah, do you prefer the styled, I guess, category or natural? Like, regular?
I haven't really competed a whole lot in the natural categories. I've either done full beard freestyle or full beard style mustache and the freestyle. Just, I don't know. Just haven't really done a whole lot of natural categories.
Mm-hmm.
No real reason why.
But yeah, even with the natural, like I only entered like just the groomed or natural, not styled. But even then, I won't eat until after I'm up on stage because I don't want something in my beard when I'm going.
Exactly. And then with the freestyle, I can't clean it.
Right. Yeah.
I use Got to Be Glued hairspray. It's the yellow can, the freeze blast, and that, I mean you can stick a child to the wall with that stuff. It'll hold anything.
Easy to wash out though.
Yeah, it does. And you hit the shower and it just falls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just falls right out, which is great.
So no Aquanet.
Now I've never tried Aquanet. Now most of us freestylers use the Got to Be Glued because it's just such a good standard.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much all of them use it except for guy out of California. He uses like a combination pomade wax to do his. He does some pretty crazy stuff. Like at the Last Worlds, he did a honeycomb design.
Is that Anthony?
Which was really cool. Not Anthony, no.
Okay.
I'm blanking his name now, but I know he's out in L.A.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know who you mean.
Yeah.
So what I was saying is,
I think he won freestyle at this last nationals too.
Okay. If you're up for a challenge, every year the Rocky Mountain Beard and Mustache Club does a competition in July, and their freestyle event is a 1 hour time limit.
Oh wow!
So you get there, and then
an hour to do it.
The clock starts. You got 1 hour to do your freestyle.
Oh my god! I don't know if I could do that.
And yeah, so that'd be a good challenge for you if you're starting to get bored.
That would be a challenge. I hate being watched doing it though, because then I'm like, I get even more nervous about what I'm doing.
Yeah. There's definitely people watching you, but they got like mirrors set up. You get your own little counter. you have to bring all your supplies, but you know,
Yeah. No, it wasn't Banks I was talking about. Banks is another great freestyler too, though.
okay.
Do they care what you bring?
No. The guys, they bring, you know, their blow dryers, their sprays, whatever.
Yeah, as long as it's just a styling aid, you
yeah,
just can't use any kind of structure.
right.
You can use tools to shape. You know,
Right.
like rollers, curlers, things like that. Like I talked about with the PVC pipe. Some people use like cookie cutter templates and wrap it around those to get their shapes.
Yeah. I haven't attempted it yet. I've thought about it. But I don't know if I can be that.
Well, I started doing it during COVID when they were doing all the online competitions, because I figured, if that's the case, I can enter the competition. If it doesn't work, I can just not post. So I felt, a little freer to do the freestyle then. And that's kind of where I got my training or practice in, was doing all the online competitions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you also, if it didn't work, you washed it out and you redid it. You can't do that for a regular competition.
What was that, Jason?
I don't think I'm not artistic enough to come up with something.
Yeah.
So somebody asked if I have an assistant. No, I don't.
Yeah.
I do it all myself.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of touched on that. He said the only help he needs is to
Critique.
let somebody know if it's even or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard a bunch of guys who they'll use the hairspray and then wrap it around aluminum cans.
Yeah.
To get like the round shapes and.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've used everything. I've used vitamin bottles, drinking glasses, whatever is close. Like I said, for the spiral, I got the PVC pipe. It was kind of a brain flash. I was in a hardware store.
This week, Becky put a braid in my beard, and that just felt weird. Just imagine.
There's a one guy of Cincinnati. I saw he did like beer cans in his beard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you couldn't do that for a competition, right? Like you can't add.
It depends on the competition. Some people, some will allow that stuff, some won't.
Yeah.
For the major, like the Worlds and Nationals, you can't do stuff like that. No, you can't have any kind of structure in there. I don't even like to use color because I'm afraid, that may hurt the judging.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have a braid in. Yours is longer.
Yeah, Tom might have got a really long beard. And Brad, that was Jason Schreier. Or Schreier. Schaefer. Right.
Yeah.
Schaefer. Yep, Don knows. Yep.
And we've competed against each other many times.
Yep. He got second in the Worlds, I think. The last Worlds.
He did. He did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've hated him since.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Completely kidding.
Yeah, I got to meet up with Jason almost 3 weeks in a row this year. We met up at South Dakota competition, then Detroit, and then Minnesota. I'm on my way to 60 competitions. I'm probably like a 10th of the way there, or six of the way there, maybe.
Somebody asked about my hat. It's made out of coffee bags.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
Got it from it was an online, I think, a Village Hat Shop, I think is what it was called. But they're made in New Zealand.
Mm.
Yeah, Tony T. I didn't like the way mine looked either. It was like it was getting pulled too close to my face. I told her it's got to grow longer first.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you put it in a braid, it's going to shorten up.
Yeah.
And I suck at braiding. I can do freestyle shit, but I can't braid my beard. I end up like swooping to one side, or it's never balanced.
Yeah, the actual braid looked very nice.
Yeah, I can't do a braid at all.
He wants to know how many 11ths of the way do you need to drive.
I knew that was going to come up. I knew that was going to come up.
What's the story behind that?
When I was driving to Minnesota, I did a live stream on Instagram, and I was talking about how many 11ths I was away from Minneapolis as I was driving. I don't know why I broke it down into 11ths. I don't know why, but I did. That's how I did it.
So anytime you go anywhere now, they're going to ask how many 11ths.
How many 11ths? Yeah. Yep. That's all right. Although if I go to You Matter, I'm not going to drive probably. Yeah, no.
Threading a beard.
Definitely not.
There's a guy in Austin that did that. He's got his whole beard in dreadlocks, and it's really kind of cool.
Yeah, there's a guy in Milwaukee like that.
Yeah.
That Scott knows, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I've seen him at competitions with the dreads. I think it would definitely damage the beard. But if it's a look that you want, I mean, you're not gonna be able to just comb it out and look like Paul's beard if you dread it.
Yeah, there's Jack Stud.
What's up, Jack?
Hey, Jack.
Jack's a Fort Worth guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, Corey? Thanks for stopping in.
Cool.
Sockeye, do you want to dread your beard?
So you just gotta leave it in then, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you dread, it's kind of permanent.
Yeah. Cut it off and start over.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I could go that long without washing it.
Yeah.
Is that language you recognize, Paul?
DFW. Yep.
Okay.
Dallas Fort Worth.
Yep.
W. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, if there's no more questions, Paul, thank you so much for coming on the show. I thought it was really important for you to share your story to all of us. I really appreciate you doing that.
Appreciate you letting me do that. Yeah. It's one of the things I firmly believe in. It's like, one of my favorite quotes is, if you can't be a good example, you're best to serve as a horrible warning.
Well, I'm glad you're an example, not the horrible dead warning. But yeah, I mean, you got through prostate cancer, you're a survivor, and you're giving back by helping Zero Prostate Cancer with their stuff, being a spokesman for them.
And just telling my story to help, warn other people and get the word out there. Get yourself checked, take charge of your health.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The question there about length.
Yeah.
I've seen guys with short beards that have done freestyle up to long beards. Right where I'm at now is where I prefer it, because then it's not too much to work with and it's not too little to work with. But I mean, some of these guys have really long beards and they've really got to, it becomes architecture after a while.
Are you probably like 8 inches?
I'm right about at a foot.
Oh, a foot. Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Just a little bit under.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, you can freestyle at any length you want. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, and it wasn't a great thing to go through, but at least you're able to help others get through it.
Exactly, because when I first was diagnosed, I didn't know what to do, where to go, who to talk to. It's a very overwhelming right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of us here went through it, but a couple of years ago we were looking for a charity, and it kind of seemed to coincide with this month.
Yeah, no, that's great.
So,
and we're all men, and we got to watch out for it. So
we're all getting in that age bracket where it's time to check.
But all the guys in the chat, make sure you get tested so it doesn't sneak up on you. And
ask for your PSA test.
It's just some blood work. It's pretty easy.
Usually have the results that afternoon.
Yeah.
Bread or beer?
I think he meant beard.
I don't know what blood trimmings are going to do for you.
Darn spell check. All right. So next Thursday, the big event, our live auction. You get to bid on donated items anywhere from beard products, coffee products, tea products, nutrition products, other things as well. So
awesome.
Let's raise some money.
I appreciate you guys doing that.
Yeah, and I just want to thank these great companies that allow us to be able to do that. We really appreciate it.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Ray wants to bid for Jason. What, do you get to take Jason home then? We ship him to you.
Good job.
You get to adopt me?
Adopt Jason for a day.
Yeah.
Are you house trained?
Yep. Yeah, but I like to pee outside too. So I'm glad I live in an area that I can do that. When I take the dog out at his nighttime bath time, or his bedtime ritual, I usually go too. So. But it's starting to get colder out now, so I don't know if I stand out there long enough for that.
Thanks, Dynamite. Brad, I'm sure we'll be putting some of the stuff out this week. Some of it we have pictures of because we've already received the items, but I don't know that we'll do everything. But we will definitely have some stuff up.
Yeah.
I'm not touching that.
Oh, Amber, come on. You know if you could do it, you would too.
Yeah, Jason shares too much sometimes. Oh. But thanks for coming on the Bearded Respect. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you,
Appreciate
Paul.
that.
And everybody, make sure to check out our charity stream next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully it's not too late of a night. There are a lot of things to get through, so we will do our best. And we appreciate the support. respect the journey, y'all, and we will catch you next Thursday.
All right. Thanks, guys.